Seniors, eat this one food before bed. Wake up with stronger legs in just 12 hours. If you're waking up with weak, stiff legs, it may be because of nocturnal muscle catabolism, a natural process where your body breaks down muscle tissue for energy overnight due to nutrient deficiency. As a doctor with over 15 years working with aging patients, I've seen this issue resolved quickly with the right nighttime nutrition. In this video, we'll uncover one simple food combo that targets this very problem, plus 4 bonus habits that support stronger legs by morning. Stay with me till the end. I've got a powerful non-food tip you shouldn't miss. Let's begin with what I call the real overnight game changer, the protein-rich nighttime blend. When you go to bed, your body doesn't just shut down. It enters a phase where repair and recovery should happen, but what most people do not realize is that the body can also break down muscle tissue if it lacks fuel. That process is called nighttime catabolism, and it becomes more aggressive in older adults or those with insufficient protein reserves before sleep. If your legs feel stiff or unusually weak when you wake up, that muscle breakdown might be why. The good news is, giving your body the right kind of slow-digesting protein at night can actually reverse that process and leave you waking up with stronger, more stable legs. Let's take a closer look at why this specific blend of 3 foods, plain full-fat Greek yogurt, collagen peptides, and tart cherry juice, works so effectively when taken together before sleep. Greek yogurt is packed with casein protein, which is a slow-digesting protein that gets absorbed over the course of 6 to 8 hours. That extended release of amino acids feeds your muscles all night long, keeping catabolism at bay. You might be wondering, why not use any protein powder or drink instead? Well, most protein powders like whey get absorbed too quickly and don't support muscle repair throughout the entire sleep cycle. Now, Greek yogurt doesn't just provide casein. A single cup also delivers around 20 grams of protein, which is a solid portion for nighttime. It includes around 15% of your daily calcium requirement and contains less lactose than regular yogurt, making it gentler for those with mild dairy sensitivities. If you've had bloating or discomfort with dairy, Greek yogurt is usually a safer bet. Have you tried Greek yogurt before bed? And if so, did you feel any difference the next morning? Drop your experience in the comments because many others might benefit from hearing real results. Next in this mix is collagen peptides. Most people only think of collagen for skin, but its real value lies in how it supports the connective tissues, especially in the legs. Your knees, ankles, tendons, and ligaments all rely on collagen to stay elastic and strong. 1 scoop of high-quality collagen peptides gives you about 9 grams of protein, but more importantly, it delivers glycine and proline. These are amino acids your body cannot get in high amounts from regular meat or plant-based protein, and they directly support joint flexibility and tissue repair. As someone who has worked closely with seniors for over 15 years, I have seen how consistent collagen use at night can significantly reduce knee stiffness and leg fatigue by morning. I am curious, have you ever used collagen before? And did it help your joints or mobility in any way? Let me know your thoughts. The final part of this blend is tart cherry juice, which plays a unique but crucial role. It is rich in melatonin, the natural sleep hormone, and anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants that help reduce inflammation in the joints. Half a cup contains around 17 grams of natural sugar and a small but effective dose of melatonin, roughly 0.135 milligrams. That might sound small, but studies show this amount can naturally improve sleep quality without the side effects of pills. Better sleep leads to better hormone balance and tissue repair overnight. Anthocyanins also help ease muscle soreness, and have even been studied by the University of Michigan for their effect on joint health and recovery. But it is very important to pair tart cherry juice with a protein source like yogurt or collagen. Drinking it alone might improve sleep, but it will not prevent muscle breakdown, which is the root of the problem if your legs feel weak in the morning. So, what's the right way to combine all this into a powerful nighttime food? Here's the recipe that I personally recommend to my patients, and it is easy to make. Start with 1 full cup of plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. Stir in half a scoop of unflavored collagen peptides. If you want extra fiber, add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, which also contain magnesium and omega-3 fatty acids. Then pour about half a cup of tart cherry juice over the top. You can eat it as is, or let it chill in the fridge for 10 minutes. If you like frozen textures, leave it in the freezer for about an hour and enjoy it as a frozen yogurt bowl. This combination covers protein, anti-inflammatory support, connective tissue recovery, and sleep-enhancing nutrients, all in one simple meal. Before you rush to the store, let's talk about what to look for when buying each of these ingredients. For Greek yogurt, choose a product that says plain, unsweetened, and contains live active cultures. That ensures you are not getting extra sugar or artificial flavors that can mess with your gut health and blood sugar. For collagen peptides, go with a hydrolyzed form. Hydrolyzed collagen is broken down into smaller chains called peptides, which makes it easier for your body to absorb. Avoid flavored versions because they often contain sucralose or artificial ingredients that could reduce the quality. And when it comes to tart cherry juice, you want the label to say 100% Montmorency cherry, not from concentrate, and no added sugar. The wrong kind of cherry juice will be loaded with sugars and fruit concentrates that do not offer the same benefits and may raise your blood sugar too high. Now, let's talk about common mistakes. One big issue is buying yogurt that is already flavored or comes with fruit at the bottom. These versions usually have more sugar than protein and can do more harm than good when eaten at night. Another mistake is using whey protein at night instead of casein or collagen. Whey is a fast-digesting protein, and while it is great in the morning or after workouts, it gets absorbed too quickly to protect your muscles overnight. Also, drinking tart cherry juice by itself without protein might improve your sleep slightly, but it won't stop muscle wasting, which is why some people still wake up feeling sore or weak despite sleeping well. It is also important to be aware of some risks. While tart cherry juice is safe in small amounts, more than half a cup can raise blood sugar levels, especially in people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. If that is you, consider using less or diluting it. Some collagen supplements also hide additives like fillers, artificial sweeteners, or heavy metals. Always look for third-party tested brands and check the label closely. Quality really matters when you are depending on it for joint support and muscle repair. After working with hundreds of older adults and people dealing with chronic leg fatigue, I have seen this particular combination deliver faster and more consistent results than many commercial supplements. In women over 60, the difference in morning leg strength, balance, and joint comfort has been especially noticeable within just a few days. It is simple, affordable, and actually supports your body's natural recovery cycle instead of just masking the symptoms. Have you tried any nighttime protein routines before? If yes, how did they work for you, and what did you use? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Your experiences can help others who are still looking for solutions. Now, we'll move on to a simple but crucial part of leg strength that many people forget, and that's how you hydrate. Up next is daily leg-targeted hydration. Before we continue, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below where you're watching from or what your current health goal is. If staying strong and independent matters to you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Does this kind of content help you? Type 1 in the comments if yes, or 0 if not. Your feedback really guides what I share next. Most people think dehydration just causes thirst, but it actually slows blood flow, especially to the lower parts of your body. If you're waking up with stiff or unsteady legs, Poor hydration might be the reason. When the body is even slightly low on fluid, blood becomes thicker and circulation to the extremities decreases. That means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your legs overnight, which can leave them feeling tight or even tingly by morning. Have you noticed your legs feeling heavy or hard to move when you first get out of bed? That could be your body signaling a circulation issue driven by low hydration levels. But drinking just any kind of liquid isn't the answer. What your muscles really need are the right electrolytes. Potassium helps muscles contract and relax properly, and when it drops too low, cramps or spasms can happen. Sodium might get a bad reputation, but in the right amount, it actually helps your body absorb and retain water inside your muscle cells. Magnesium plays a different but equally important role by helping nerves fire smoothly and reducing nighttime twitching. These minerals work together to manage how water moves in and out of your muscle tissue, which is why proper electrolyte balance can directly affect how steady or shaky your legs feel in the morning. Let's get into the hydration options that truly support leg strength and morning mobility. Coconut water is one of the most efficient natural electrolyte sources you can drink. Just 1 cup contains around 600 milligrams of potassium, which helps restore what you lose during the night. It is also low in sodium, so it is ideal for most seniors who need potassium support without raising blood pressure. However, not all coconut water is created equal. You'll want to choose one that clearly says no added sugar and not from concentrate, otherwise you could end up with more sugar than benefit. Have you tried coconut water regularly? If so, did you notice less leg stiffness in the mornings? Another option is homemade cucumber lemon water with just a small pinch of sea salt. This mix offers natural hydration and minerals like magnesium and a bit of sodium, all while supporting digestion. Cucumber is made up of about 95% water, and lemon offers citrate, which helps manage acid buildup that can affect muscle function. The sea salt here is key because it provides trace minerals and helps water move into cells rather than just passing through the body. If you are someone who dislikes the taste of plain water or struggles to drink enough, this is a simple and affordable solution. Would you be open to trying this kind of water as part of your daily routine? For those who need something more convenient, electrolyte tablets can work well, especially when traveling or during warmer months when you sweat more. But it is critical to check the label. Many commercial tablets include artificial sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame that can interfere with gut health and even make you more thirsty. Look for tablets that use natural ingredients and avoid artificial dyes or preservatives. If you've tried electrolyte tablets before, which brands worked best for you? Moving forward to timing, how and when you hydrate during the day affects how your legs feel in the morning. Drinking too much too close to bedtime can lead to frequent urination and disrupted sleep, which indirectly hurts muscle recovery. The best approach is to spread your intake throughout the day, from morning until about 2 hours before you plan to sleep. That gives your body time to absorb and use the fluid properly. Seniors should aim for 8 to 10 cups of water each day, but 2 of those should include electrolytes, either through drinks or supplements. This balance keeps the body hydrated without overwhelming the kidneys overnight. Let's talk about one mistake I see often in older adults. Many people think drinking only plain water is enough, but this can actually dilute important electrolytes and lead to an imbalance, especially if you sweat or take medications like diuretics. Another mistake is avoiding sodium altogether. While excessive salt is a problem, having a small amount of natural sodium, especially when paired with potassium, helps maintain muscle hydration. Have you been avoiding salt completely, thinking it is safer that way? That might actually be working against your mobility. Over the years, I have seen patients improve their morning leg stability dramatically by simply correcting their hydration routine. It is not just about how much water you drink, it is about how wisely you drink it. Once they started using smarter hydration strategies like adding coconut water or homemade electrolyte water earlier in the day, the difference became obvious in just a few days. Less stiffness, fewer cramps, and more energy in the legs each morning. Hydration gets your legs fluid and mobile, but what if your muscles still feel sleepy in the morning? That brings us to neural activation exercises. Muscles do not work alone. They depend on signals from your nervous system, and those signals can slow down at night. This is especially true as we get older, because the nerves in our legs become less active during sleep. That sluggish response in the morning is often due to weak neuromuscular communication, not just weak muscles. The goal of neural activation is to wake up those signals before bedtime, so the body keeps your legs ready to move even during deep sleep. Have you ever felt like your legs just are not responding in the morning, even though you are mentally alert? That disconnect usually starts the night before. Let's break this down further with a simple 5-minute routine that boosts nerve activity and gets muscles firing in sync. Start with ankle circles, about 20 seconds per leg. This exercise improves circulation in your feet and calves, where many nerve endings are located. It also helps lubricate the ankle joint and prepares the foot muscles for overnight recovery. Next, do 15 heel raises. These work your calves and strengthen the Achilles tendon, but more importantly, they send signals to your brain that these muscles need support and blood flow during sleep. Then move to glute bridges, 10 reps. This activates the posterior chain, including your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. A strong posterior chain improves posture and stability, especially when standing from bed in the morning. Finally, hold a wall sit for 30 to 60 seconds. This isometric hold challenges your thighs, knees, and calves to stay engaged. It also trains your body to sustain muscle tension, which translates to better balance and leg control when you wake up. Let's take a more detailed look at when to do this. The best time for these exercises is about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. That gives your nervous system time to shift gears and interpret these signals as a priority for nighttime repair. Doing this routine too close to sleep can raise your heart rate and interfere with melatonin release. But doing it earlier in the evening stimulates blood flow, enhances nutrient delivery, and helps your brain focus recovery efforts on your lower body. One mistake I often see is doing high-impact activity at night, like jumping or fast-paced exercise. These raise cortisol, the stress hormone, which can block sleep and delay muscle repair. On the flip side, skipping movement entirely means your muscles go to bed cold and inactive. That increases the chance of waking up stiff or weak. Have you ever tried a short exercise routine at night? If you have, did you feel more mobile in the morning? Drop a comment below if you noticed any changes. In my years of practice, I have seen these 5 minutes replace 30-minute physical therapy sessions when done consistently. Patients who could barely stand without holding on to something in the morning started noticing smoother, more confident movement just by using this pre-bed routine. These are not fancy exercises, but when done regularly, they retrain your brain and muscles to stay connected overnight. Stay with me all the way, because those last 2 points could be the missing link in your routine, and I'd be shocked if you've already heard about both. Let's shift our focus to the vitamins your legs need for real strength and recovery. Magnesium and vitamin D synergy is next. When your legs feel weak or wobbly first thing in the morning, it's rarely just about tired muscles. In many cases, the problem runs deeper, and that starts with nutrient signals failing to support proper muscle contraction and nerve firing. Both magnesium and vitamin D influence these exact processes. And if either one is too low or poorly absorbed, your legs won't get the full message to stay strong and steady. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, which is a critical part of bone health and muscle contraction. But calcium does not work well unless magnesium is present to activate vitamin D in the first place. Without magnesium, vitamin D remains mostly inactive in your cells. That means even if your blood test shows good levels of vitamin D, your body may still not be able to use it effectively unless there's enough magnesium in your system. This is something I've seen often with older patients who take vitamin D supplements regularly, but still report leg cramps, sleep disturbances, or stiffness. When we test for magnesium, it turns out they're running low, and that's the missing link. Magnesium itself plays multiple roles that affect the legs directly. It regulates how your muscles relax after contracting, and it calms overactive nerves that can cause twitching or cramps, especially at night. Without enough magnesium, your nervous system becomes hypersensitive. This is why so many people wake up with that buzzing or heavy feeling in their legs, or even struggle with restless sleep. I often ask people who have trouble falling asleep or wake up with sore calves, are you sure you're getting enough magnesium each day? Drop a comment below if you're not sure, and I can help guide you on what to look for. Now let's look into where you can actually get these nutrients in the right amounts. Just 1 ounce of almonds gives you around 76 milligrams of magnesium, and a cup of cooked spinach gives you over 150 milligrams. That's already halfway to your daily need if you're over 60. Add a small serving of pumpkin seeds and you're closing in on the full target. For vitamin D, fatty fish like salmon are one of the best sources, providing about 450 international units in just 3 ounces. A single egg yolk adds around 40 units, so combining both in your dinner gives you a solid base before even factoring in sun exposure. Let's turn our attention to the smartest combinations to help you get the most benefit. One of my favorite evening routines for clients is to snack on a small handful of almonds or pumpkin seeds after dinner, about 1 hour before bed. This slowly releases magnesium into the bloodstream overnight, supporting nerve function and muscle relaxation as you sleep. At dinner, pairing salmon with sautéed spinach provides both vitamin D and magnesium in one meal, making it easier to meet your targets without relying only on supplements. In the morning, even 10 to 15 minutes of sun on your arms or face helps your skin produce natural vitamin D, but only if magnesium levels are adequate for the body to convert it into the usable form. For those needing a little help beyond food, supplements can be useful, but only if you choose the right types. Magnesium glycinate is one of the best forms for older adults because it's gentle on the stomach and absorbs well without causing loose bowels. For vitamin D, always choose D3, not D2. D3 is the active form your body recognizes and uses more efficiently. If you're taking a supplement that contains both calcium and vitamin D, be cautious. Are you also getting enough magnesium to help that vitamin D work? I often see people loading up on calcium without considering that both D and magnesium are essential for it to actually reach the bones or muscles. Let's proceed to some common errors that could silently sabotage your results. A major mistake is taking high-dose calcium supplements without balancing them with magnesium and vitamin D. This not only limits how well calcium is absorbed, but can lead to cramping or even kidney stress. Another mistake is not reading supplement labels carefully. Are your supplements tested by a third party for quality? Are they free from unnecessary fillers or synthetic additives? These details matter when you're using them long term. Let me know your thoughts. Do you usually check for these things, or is it something you've overlooked before? It's also worth noting that more is not always better. Taking over 4,000 international units of vitamin D every day for long periods can lead to calcium building up in your bloodstream, which may create risks for the kidneys or arteries. On the other side, taking too much magnesium from supplements, especially low-quality forms, can cause sudden drops in blood pressure or diarrhea. That's why I always recommend getting most of your magnesium from food and only adding a supplement when necessary. To quickly recap, start your night with a combo of plain Greek yogurt, hydrolyzed collagen peptides, and tart cherry concentrate. This supports muscle repair, deeper sleep, and reduces overnight inflammation. Hydrate with a potassium and magnesium-rich drink like coconut water to keep muscles energized and prevent morning stiffness. Before bed, take 5 minutes for neural activation exercises like ankle circles and glute bridges to keep nerves sharp and legs responsive. Balance vitamin D3 and magnesium through foods like salmon and spinach to support proper calcium use in muscles. Finally, elevate your legs slightly during sleep, or try the legs up the wall pose to improve circulation and reduce morning heaviness. Which of these are you adding to your routine tonight? Drop your answer in the comments. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs stronger, steadier legs by morning. There's another breakthrough tip in the next video you won't want to miss.